My name is Desmond, and I welcome you to my lesson for today, where we will be looking at your mathematics. So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, please do allow me to say it is very much important that I say it is very, very much important because, honorable members, what I'm about to say it's massively, 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 massively well aware that the network seems to be poor on my side. So please do not worry that much. I would like to confirm that it is load shedding on my side, and it is for that reason why you see that my network, it is not stable enough. And in addition to that, it means it might not be a lengthy lesson. Hence, I'm mostly interested in just covering an introduction to function. More of this will lesson. So guys, it is that time where we now need to mark the attendance register. Ntokozeni shabalala ke ra home. Layer 3C is present. Muwano. Anos World is present. Mapula Letswalo. This one is watching me on TV. DSTV, yes. Mapula Letswalo. I think that one is in Atteridgeville. Anesu is present. Motlatsi Shongwe. Boitumelo, that is Boitumelo present. Alimedzir is V present. Litle light. Okay, now I see. What about that one? At least highlight saved to your. Wait, let's see. At least 1 minute of video is needed to start a highlight. But it has been at least 1 minute of video is needed to start a highlight. Okay. We still have some other. Kazimla Ndlebe. Asemahle bar style is also present. Guys, it seems like YouTube has made some updates. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening there. So if I do this, if I do that, I hope you guys are able to see some changes there. What if I do this? Eba. Ithini YouTube manje. Sekuqhamuka ama-bubbles manje. Okay. What else can be done? Sketch. Okay. This one seemed to be interesting. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, guys, can you see what's happening there like uNkulunkulu lebandla? It seems like YouTube is a game tile. Let me see if I do that. So now they are saying a straight line. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, it is to list. What am I going to list? I'm going to list all the types of functions that we are going to be dealing with. Not necessarily dealing with, but the type of functions that how do I now remove this thing? Because now, yes, I've made a selection. Okay. A list of the types of functions that we're going to be looking at when we get to the Zoom lessons. Just wanted to check, can you guys confirm if it is clear? The first type of a function, it is going to be a straight line. Yeah, it seems like this filter say please remove the filter. Just says bengithi ngiza ngematayile manje ungathi amatayile let's not make sure. Okay, how about now honorable members? Ngicabanga ukuthi manje right. Okay, so a straight line, it's one of the types of the functions that we're going to be looking at. We also have the second type called a parabola or a parabola. I'm not sure what you guys call that type of a function. Again, thirdly, we've got a hyperbola. Not sure if you call that hyperbola or as I call it, hyperbola. We also have an exponential. Exponential. This is the fourth type of a function that we are going to also be looking at. Most importantly, honorable members, I came to a realization that it is not everyone who's able to identify the type of a function that they are confronted with. Very quickly, let's discuss that. Maybe let's start with a straight line as number one. How do you notice a straight line? Remember, a straight line, here we're talking about a linear type of a function. A linear. If you guys remember an equation being a linear equation, you will therefore have a better understanding of what is it that we are referring to when we talk about a straight line. And the formula, we just have y, which is equals 2. So obviously you've got your gradient there, and then you've got your x plus, it could be c, it could be q, whatever the letter may be, it represents the constant. Maybe just to give an example, you might be having a function where they say f of x is equals to maybe 2x plus 4, or otherwise, if not f of x, then it is just going to be y there. So can you guys see this is a linear to, okay, so it's lagging. Okay, I want to hold on until you guys confirm if everything is clear. Anna's World, how is it now? Still lagging, or is everything okay? Is it goodest, or is it still lagging? Goodest. Okay. So honorable members and members who are honorable, I was saying number 2, let's discuss a parabola, which is a quadratic in other words. And you know how a quadratic type of an equation looks like. It has to be that one where this x is to the power of 2. So if you try and look into these things, honorable members, you will realize that actually when it comes to a straight line, this is where you have y, it's equals to x, obviously to the power of 1. That is a number 1, the first type of an equation. And then when it comes to a quadratic or a parabola, you obviously have a, I'm going to explain the impacts of a, and then we have, for example, bx plus c. But in simple terms, you just need to be aware that for a parabola, that's where we just take that x and then we square it. This is a linear when x is to the power of 1. This one, it's a parabola or a quadratic equation when this is to the power of 2. Very much important that you are able to notice the type of a function that you are dealing with, because when you are being asked the questions, you might find that your function is not written in the standard form. So if you know the type of a function that you are dealing with, you can easily rewrite it in the standard form. So that was number 2. So number 3, very quickly or briefly, let's discuss a hyperbola. So a hyperbola, honorable members, this is where now you have your x, let's see, So you've got your A over your X. So you can see that your X, it is there as the denominator. Let's see, there's a comment there when I was at number 2. Okay, so in case if you were able to hear everything about number 1, I restarted explaining this one of number 2, where I started at that part to say this. So you didn't miss much. And number 2. And also, do not worry that much, because this lesson is still coming again. Remember, guys, in the beginning, I indicated that it's load shedding on my side. My network is not stable, and again, the power, it's not enough for us to have a lengthy lesson. So it's definitely going to be a limited lesson. So we will go some more the next time when we do our Zoom lesson. Just as there's a plus here, I don't know what that plus is for. Start a poll, create tools. Okay. Okay. Guys, let me quickly test this one. Start a poll. Ask your question. Let's see. Is it clear? Question mark. And then let me say yes. Not yet. Add an option. Let me say not sure. You might find that at a later stage, I will make it possible for you guys to have multiple choice. Let's see, start a poll. I've just started a poll. Heban, where is that poll now? Paul Ugu P, where is that poll, manj? Hi. I started a poll and then now it appeared. Ngizoyithola phi manje? Guys, can you see a poll that I've created? I don't see the poll that I've created. Let me do that. Aye man. Ukuphi poll manje? Anos World, where is the poll? Did someone steal my poll? I created a poll and now I can't find it on my side. What's happening manje? This YouTube yenza njani manje? You can see the poll, ne? But where is it? Me, I can't see it manje. Okay, out in Quebec again. Someone please take a screenshot for me. Anos World, can you take a screenshot for me? And then you will send it via WhatsApp inbox so that I see what you guys are seeing there. Because I updated my YouTube, when was it? I think yesterday. So I'm only seeing these things now. These things are new to me, honorable members. These things are very new to me. So I'm just trying to figure out what happens when I click what. So I created a poll, but I can't see where the results of the poll, because if I was able to see the results in this live lesson, then next time I was just going to give you guys a question and I give you the answers in a form of a multiple choice, and then you just choose. Song Pro is Evan. Song Pro, you guys can even see the percentages. Yeah. Where is Paul Manch? Just says, this thing reminds me of that song. I'm not sure if you guys know the song. I used to sing the choir in school on Rabome. So one day I will sing for you this song, honorable members, but it simply means Sarah, come back home's parents are starving, come back home from Benoni. It's like Sarah went to Benoni, say I can say I sent it. Okay, Teifara just joined. Okay, then it's fine. So guys, we are saying y it is equals to a over a x. It doesn't end there. Sometimes you'll find that we have plus p there, and then we also have plus q there. But the most important thing that you need to realize is that in a situation where you've got a hyperbola, you will see your x being in that position of the denominator there. Okay, so now let's move on to a number 4, where you are having y which is equals to, we can say a and then b to the exponent of x plus q. It could be c or whatever the letter may be, it doesn't really matter that much. So also in this case, what you need to realize is that you have a, what is it, that x in the position of the exponent. That is why it is therefore being referred to as exponential. So that means those times when we were doing problems related to exponents, it's because we were preparing you for a situation when we were going to be dealing with exponential functions, because there is some solving that needs to be done when it comes to exponential functions. When we were doing the fractions, honorable members, I knew that at some point we're going to deal with this type of a function where it involves the fractions. And again, quadratic equations, we were factorizing, we've done some factorizations and all of that. It's because it is going to be needed when we do the functions. Linear equation, the easy equations we have dealt with, equations of linear. So guys, everything that we do, no matter how simple it is, there is definitely a reason why we would do that. So otherwise, let's see. Yes, I think I have indicated all that I wanted to indicate regarding how these functions would look like in their standard form. So first thing first is for you to be able to know the type of a function that you are dealing with. You look at the position of x, and that will always explain the type of a function that you are dealing with. So maybe very quickly, let's discuss all that you might need to know regarding a straight line. Then we will jump onto parabola and then basis tetele. So a straight line, remember guys, a straight line, we can still have g of x, it could be named h of x, it could be named f of x, it could be named k of x, whatever the case may be, just know that that represents y. So the general formula of a straight line, as I've indicated, I said it is y, it is equals to m being the gradient x plus c. Sometimes in other textbooks they may say ax plus q. At the end of the day, you just need to know that that represents the gradient, this is the x, and then that is the constant. Obviously, as I've explained, m, it refers to the gradient, and we know that the gradient change in y over change in x. Obviously, that c or q, it represents the shift, and we talk about the vertical shift. What do I mean by the vertical shift? For example, on a Cartesian plane, even the y and the x-axis, a straight line with a positive gradient will end in the first quadrant and third quadrant. You always know that it has a positive gradient. Otherwise, one with a negative gradient will end in the second quadrant and a fourth quadrant. So can you guys see both of these functions, they pass through the origin. So that means this is the type of function which is y, obviously positive gradient x. Why is there nothing there? It's because it passes through the origin. That's why there you've got nothing. So that means the equation for this one would be obviously negative gradient x, then it ends there. But the moment you see a function not passing through the origin, maybe somewhere there, you just know that for this function, it is y. Obviously, we know the gradient is positive x. It was shifted upwards. So that is why here you're going to have plus c. Meaning, we are going to have a positive c value or a positive y value. But if it was passing through there, that means still it has a positive gradient, but it has a negative c value. So in short, it means c value is y cut. What is y cut? C value tells us about where the straight line cuts the y axis. So the same for this one. Obviously, y, the gradient is negative, and then the y cut also is negative. Otherwise, that one would mean y is equals to the gradient is negative and then positive c or positive y cut. You see, it cuts the y axis above the origin. Guys, are we still together with regards to a straight line, honorable members? We might be finishing soon at 1:30, whatever the outlook, 1:30 the current outlook. Yes, I'm not sure if this is English, honorable members. You know, if there's someone who created the language, why can't I create my own? Because whatever that we do, it means someone had to create many years ago. So why can't I also create a language, honorable members, so that in thousands years to come, people will be speaking my language. For example, that of good, gooder, goodest. I'm not sure if clear now. Okay. So now I am going to remove all of that. Yes, I see you guys are in support of me creating my own language. Just like someone who says 60 instead of 60. Yes, I agree, you know, Mosori. When we say 60, you know what we are talking about. So, yes. Okay, so now, let's see. I want to jump onto a parabola. Just as this thing is not necessarily parabola, because when you say parabola, it's like you are singing now, and I'm used to calling it a parabola. Parabola. Yeah, it's a parabola. Parabola. It's like you are saying Ebola now. Okay, a parabola is what we are going to be looking at very quickly. Parabola. So obviously, honorable members, I did indicate that these functions are being given names. For example, y, it is equals to, let's say, ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the standard equation of a parabola. So, remember, guys, the a value, it has got an impact on the parabola. The b value has got an impact. C value has got an impact. Maybe very quickly, let me explain that. We say the a value, it tells us more about the shape, whether the function, it has a smiling or a sad shape. So that means a positive A value would mean a smiling shape, and then a what is it? A negative A value would mean um, a sad shape. So this is you being given a one monadana. I'm not sure if you guys know what a monadana is. But asa monadana ngimanyawo enkuku monadana. Yeah, inyawo lenkuku. That is monadana. Just says alidama alis. I'm not sure how I'm going to say that in Urdu. But trust me, honorable member, a chicken feet is what I'm talking about. So if they give you one chicken feet, you just need to go to the mirror and you will see that that's how you look like. But if they give you two of them, you know that you're going to have a very fast day, because now, whatever that you're going to be doing, you've got a table, a table from Minadana. Because if you've got two legs and they give you two chicken feet, yeah, it's like you are given a table. You should see yourself when you walk. Although this walk, you walk very fast. Everything that you do very fast, honorable member. Trust me on that one. Just do that experiment and you will thank me later, honorable members. I know someone is already thinking of eating a chicken head before they go to exam. You can eat a chicken head, honorable member. It doesn't mean you are going to get the answers or you are going to think fast. I never said go and experiment with a chicken head, honorable member. For me, I can tell you to go and experiment with chicken feet. Yeah, there you can experiment. But try not to study and hope to eat a chicken head. Uzolalent ambe. I'm telling you, honorable member, you will sleep in the mountain. Okay, so now let's talk about a DIB value. A DIB value, maybe let me do this and say the A value, it tells us more about the shape. Let me skip that a B or the impact of B. But for now, example the impact of C. So obviously the impact of C, it tells us more about the vertical shift. The vertical shift, it's a constant. Vertical, honorable member, simply means up or down. So that means a positive C value would mean the function has shifted upwards. A negative C value would mean the function has shifted downward. So this B, it tells us more about the horizontal shift. Obviously, that would mean left or right. Left or right. You might find that if you've got a positive B value, maybe that function shifts. Maybe just to give you guys an idea, remember, a function can be like that or like that, sad and smiling. But now, in a situation where it shifts left and right, we are therefore talking about something like this, honorable members, or maybe something like that. Can you see? It doesn't make a U-turn along the y-axis, but it makes a U-turn. It could be in the quadrant or somewhere on the side. And then when we talk about this one of the vertical shift, now, for example, I am now breaking. I'm sure you guys what you are hearing there is me talking like this. Is it fine now, honorable member? Or is it lagging again? Because that's what it does when it's lagging, isn't it, honorable members? You just hear me as if I'm dying there. Guys, can you please pray for me? I am dying. I'm not sure if you must pray or call the ambulance, but one of the two. You guys are laughing and I want to know if it's okay. All good. Okay. Sengivukile manje. Me, I don't take time. I don't take time like who's that honorable member? He's been gone, and in church they still say he's coming. Marena Vele, that one we know that he's still coming, but me, I just left and I came back now. I don't waste time. So you must always know that me, I don't waste time, honorable members. Say, did you record the lesson? Yeah. So for all the YouTube lessons, they are recorded and then immediately being posted. So one thing for sure, if you want to catch up on the YouTube lessons, you just click on this same link. So you can make sure to keep these links to yourselves so that you can catch up. I think I must remember to do this thing in the groups, to update the settings so that it doesn't what is it, you know, so that it doesn't, the information doesn't disappear after a certain time. Yeah, I'll just need to remember to do this one. Okay, so what did I want to talk about now? Because there's really nothing much when it comes to what is it, parabola. There's nothing much, honorable members. Oh yes, Raun, Teifara, I'm back from the dead, honorable member, and trust me, I saw Abu Braat Amu. They said I must greet you guys. So in the name of Adam and Jacob, I even saw Goliath, honorable member. It's old now, very, very old, and they said I must greet you, honorable members. I don't know when I'm going to see them again, but yeah, I'm not sure what is it that you'd like me to tell them when I go back again, but I'll just tell them that you guys have got nothing to say, but you say it's difficult on earth, but kusasemnandi siyabuya, amapiano angenile, sibe-2-4 sho. Okay, la kaNkulunkulu libandla, mina ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile, honorable members, seeing that what is it, seeing that it's load shedding on my side, and the power is not enough to charge. But one thing for sure, honorable members, I think we might need to continue on the Zoom lessons. Manje ngicabanga ukuthi angiqedile, honorable members, ngiqedile. Manje ngiyacela ukuthi nindedele. ya ngicabanga ukuthi bayisho kanje ukuthi ngicela lindedele ukuthi ngihambe. Ngicela uhamba la kaNkulunkulu libandla. Ngicela uhamba. Asa angazi ukuthi uyangivumela unikeza imvumo yokuthi ngihambe na. Asengiyahamba manje. Asandiso is asking for contact numbers. This akunamafoni ezolweni. Akunamafoni ezolweni. Akunamafoni. Abayazi ukuthi ama contact number yini. Ama contact number aphe ngaleso sikhathi ubus emails ibe ingekho, ama numbers abe angekho. Ngaleso sikhathi ama contact numbers angicabanga ukuthi bazobe nawo. Ama Facebook bezingekho lezi zinto ngasesikhathi. Sengiqedile honorable members, sengiqedile dzina langa ndi Muano Ndova. Guys, it is that time. Get at home. Mshini wam awule dem song bro once umshi eti hayi wena uyangibambezela shini wam sengiqedile manje. No, ngwana letswalo ke load shedding wa bona. If I do this, no, how? Oh yes, now you believe. Can you see? Kunzima. I'm just sparing this light so that I can see when I prepare to sleep. Otherwise, akusebenzeki namhlanje. Mandehambe and ndizonibona. Someone is asking, sir, but there's no load shedding in PT. Mapula, hapo mona ato ba tutor mna. Wena o tsebe Mapula. Ape ke no tima le bone ka mo ka fetša ka lighter le la ntho le. Ba re ke eng? Ka lighter le la ka no lighter le ka fetša ka re ke load shedding le ka ngangisha. Ape bua sanda ba go Cape Town mna ba tsebe boreng kwenzakalani lapha ePitori. Mona ato ba tutor mna ngwana letswalo. Wena o ka sekwishisho wena mna. Muano ba botse rapole o le tutor mna o no tobetsa ntho tsa iketsetsa. O no ipetela re ke eng artificial load shedding. Artificial load shedding ka sengangisha. Ba o kwa sepedi ba tlang nkwa. Ho sa tsebe sepedi o tla catch up. O tla catch up, wa ro catch up, wa make sure na le mopedi wa re ntho a po bolalo tse dingwe na ke bushore bozo re mongo ntlhalosetse mo batla o tsa rawa. Na le ntho tse dingwe re di betha Pitori. Ngwana Letswalo, wa nkwishisha mara. A ke santse be botlhale monna. Santse be botlhale monna. A ke a dlala ke load shedding. Ka dlala.